midday. Las Vegas's newest professional team, the Las Vegas Aces, they are getting ready for their opening game as well.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. They held a seat selection for season ticket holders over at the Mandalay Bay Events Center. We're talking about the WNBA. They also got to meet and greet with players. They also got a sneak peek at what the arena is going to look like when the Aces hold their first regular season game in May. So, gosh, we have so many. We can't keep up now. We've got hockey and soccer. And
it looks pretty good. And that was Coach Bill Lambier there, too. We saw in some of those photos. All right, good idea, good idea. All right, still to come here on midday. Busy downtown section of our city's most iconic road is in line for a makeover. We're going to tell you the plans city council members are meeting about right now.
Plus, the battle continues between Nicole Eggert and Scott Baio over sexual misconduct allegations. The big action the actress just took against her former co-star.
60 degrees outside right now. The forecast high today, 10 degrees more warmth. We'll hit 70 later this afternoon, well shy of the record. Within a couple degrees of the record high on both Thursday and Friday. I will let you know about changes I've made to the weekend forecast. We'll talk about the timing of when rain is possible with that 7-day plan.
Well, right now, city council members are meeting to discuss the process of making improvements to Las Vegas Boulevard.
And 13 Action News reporter David Shubin then walks us through the plans.
$42 million is earmarked to change the face of this section of Las Vegas Boulevard.
There's a lot of people and a lot of traffic.
From Stewart on the south end of the project to Washington on the north, it's not even a mile, but between Zappos headquarters, the Neon Museum, Cashman Field, and the public library, it sure is lively.
This is a very, very highly foot-trafficked area of our community. Cars come fast off the 95.
So the city is designing a way to add lanes to the boulevard, widen its sidewalks, and make it safer for nighttime pedestrians.
People in this area tell us that they would really appreciate some more lighting because when it gets dark, crossing a crosswalk like this one becomes a dicey proposition.
You would need lights, yeah, because there's nothing there.
The lights are part of the city's construction plans too. A spokesperson tells us it's all expected to begin in 2 years. David Schumann, 13 Action News.
All right, we're still to come here on 13 Action News live at midday. A disturbing report, what it is now revealing about the treatment of dementia patients.
And later, some good news for Chipotle employees, the new benefits the company just announced. Well, right now, 25 states, believe it or not, are under winter weather alerts.
Yeah, this is pretty nasty here now. An 11-year-old boy in New York actually died after falling through an icy pond. The video here shows the dramatic moments as crews tried to save Anthony Perez's life. Apparently, Anthony was walking with another child when that ice broke. Now, he first rescued the other boy, but then he ended up falling through as well. And the winter weather has claimed so far at least 13 lives and crashes across the heartland. In Iowa, high winds and low visibility causing a string of fatal crashes.
And take a look at this video from Oklahoma City. You can see the cars there sliding on the icy highway as well. Yeah, it's hard to see. It looks like that kind of black ice, but I called over to my parents in New York today. It's my dad's birthday, and I said, what are you going to do?
Happy birthday, Mr. Roselli.
Yeah, I said, going out to dinner, and they're like, no, it's the weather. We got to stay inside, and so.
It's an interesting storm system. It's the kind of storm that's zipping through the interior Northeast, so your folks in Western New York are getting lots of snow around Rochester. Meanwhile, my brother in Boston is going from snow to sleet right now, eventually to a cold 39-degree rain later today.
That's interesting.
It really does sound miserable, and that's what this mixture of colors is. The blue, the purple, the white, that's snow. The pink is a winter mix, and the green is rain. So friends and family back that way dealing with wintry weather. It's actually severe weather, some thunderstorms down in the southeast. That's where all the active weather is around the whole country. We still are holding on to our quiet little bubble of very pleasant conditions outside with our ridge of high pressure actually drifting back into the interior west over the next few days, which is why my temperature forecast is going to be on the way up over the next few afternoons. We'll keep it mostly sunny today, tomorrow, and Friday. I think the clouds may increase just a hair on Saturday, but it looks like any moisture Saturday is going to stay well out to our northeast. Some snow in Utah, some snow in Colorado over the weekend, but that system is not going to bring any chance of showers to southern Nevada. Our rain chances have been pushed back into early next week, perhaps Monday afternoon, Monday evening, a couple of stray showers possible. Right now, it looks like maybe Monday night into early Tuesday could be the favored time for some valley rain showers. So You don't have to worry about any moisture until after the weekend, but next Monday, Tuesday, we'll keep an eye on things. And with the heart of that system developing early next week, we've also made a few revisions to our wind forecast. A little breezy this weekend, 25-mile-per-hour gust on Saturday and Sunday, but it looks like the stronger winds will develop Monday into Tuesday as those chances for rain and snow showers in the mountains return to Las Vegas. Until the end of the week, it is all good. Literally calling for 3 straight days of sunshine, your Wednesday, today, tomorrow, and Friday. And that means the temperatures will climb back into the mid-70s for the end of the week, holding on to that kind of warmth on Saturday, but then a 10-degree almost drop. Highs only in the mid-60s on Sunday as a weather system moves across the desert southwest. Getting outside today, hopefully you have a chance to, because we've lost all the wind from yesterday. Calm conditions, plenty of sunshine, and very pleasant temperatures, even a little above average for early February. Look for a high of 70 in Centennial Hills. North Las Vegas, you're in the upper 60s. Down toward Mountain's Edge, the high in the upper 60s. And same can be said out toward Green Valley and Anthem. Here's the 7-day planner. Weather looking pretty shipshape over the next few days. Calm conditions will be the rule through the end of the work in the school week. It gets a touch breezy on both Saturday and Sunday. There's that big temperature drop on Sunday. Highs a little closer to average in the mid-60s Sunday through early next week. But as we talk about Monday and Tuesday, the winds are going to ramp up, and also that's when the threat of a few isolated showers returns to Las Vegas. This would be the first time we've had any measurable rain since January when we had that flooding rain event. So we'll be watching early next week. Right now, it doesn't look like a huge problem.
All right, thanks so much, Justin. We'll do it midday. Actress Nicole Eggert has filed a police report against her former Charles in Charge co-star Scott Baio, alleging sexual assault. The LAPD confirmed to ABC News that they met Tuesday with Eggert and that it's looking into her allegations against Baio. Eggert claims Baio began molesting her when she was 14. He has denied those allegations. Baio's rep said in a statement that he actually welcomed Eggert meeting with law enforcement officials, probably hoping they can hash out some type of conclusion to this.
Yeah, we will see where that goes. Well, also new at midday, a shocking new report from Human Rights Watch claims that nursing homes are over-medicating people with dementia.
Yeah, Melissa Rainey breaks down the findings in today's Health Minute.
A 157-page Human Rights Watch report estimates nursing homes are giving more than 179,000 residents antipsychotic medications without the proper diagnosis. Most of these people are older and have dementia. Researchers say facilities use the drug as a cost-effective chemical restraint to help overwhelmed staff.
Antipsychotic drugs are FDA approved for the treatment of psychosis, and they're used in nursing homes not to treat psychosis, but to keep people with dementia quiet and manageable.
The FDA says the drugs can almost double the risk of death in these patients. The report blames the government for lack of oversight. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services launched an initiative to combat the issue back in 2012. They say the effort reduced the use of antipsychotic drugs by 35%, but agree that more can be done. The Human Rights Watch report suggests alternative treatments like reducing loneliness and creating routines. For today's Health Minute, I'm Melissa Rainey.
Well, there is some good news this midday for Chipotle employees.
Yeah, the restaurant chain is announcing bonuses and enhanced benefits for its employees. Qualified employees will get a one-time cash bonus of up to $1,000 and a one-time stock grant. The restaurant chain is also expanding parental leave coverage. The company says it's offering the bonuses and expanded benefits because of savings due to the recently enacted tax law.
All right, well, still to come, a local woman right now is sharing her story. Her cat was euthanized at the Animal Foundation after getting lost. Well, her important advice to other pet owners.
And later, if you use Snapchat, you may want to listen to the app, the new concerns surrounding the social media app.
A local woman wants her story to be a lesson to cat owners here in the Valley. Marilyn Davenport recently lost her 16-year-old cat, Marmalade. Now, Marmalade was found eventually right near Torrey Pines in Spring Mountain, but well, she says that he was taken to the Animal Foundation where he was later euthanized.
I had already pictured, I'm going to come up there, we're going to I'm going to hug, he's going to be purring, he's going to be in my arms.
Well, it turns out that Marmalade did not have a microchip. So if an unidentifiable cat does come to the Animal Foundation from Clark County or Las Vegas, there is no specific hold period. And Maryland right now is saying so many people in the valley really probably don't know that policy and should always remember how important it is to microchip your pets to keep them safe.
Yeah, especially if you let them outside. Some have the
It is
indoor
true.
cats, but
Yep.
I mean, good for both. But, you know, if you're doing that, they have to have that chip.
It's a hard lesson. All right, right now there are also some new concerns about privacy and Snapchat after a New Hampshire man was arrested for hacking into the accounts of teenage girls and then posting their pictures online.
ABC's Ava Pilgrim tells us what you can do to make sure that your accounts are secure.
This morning, a man behind bars charged with hacking photos from teenage girls' Snapchat accounts and reposting them on the internet himself. Police say 21-year-old Michael Sarney swiped the photos from several teen girls in his hometown of Windham, New Hampshire. When the photos they thought would disappear from the app reappeared online, one of the victims went to police.
She recognized that the account had been logged into somewhere that she was not.
Snapchat allows users to share photos and videos that are supposed to disappear in less than 10 seconds. Or you can post content that is automatically deleted after 24 hours.
Snapchat is a very secure social media site, and it takes somebody really knowing what they're doing to actually be able to hack another person's account and take pictures.
This just the latest case where a hacker reposted stolen pictures. In September, a 17-year-old Washington high school student was arrested after a classmate reported her social media accounts were hacked. The hacker allegedly found nude photos she kept in a private section and shared them with other students.
We definitely want to make sure that people like that are preying on other people via digital means or the internet are arrested.
Experts warn, think before you post and make sure your accounts are secure.
Make sure your privacy settings are locked down, and of course the passwords. It's a small thing, but it can make a big difference between whether or not someone has access to your account or not.
And that was Ava Pilgrim reporting. Well, still to come, Reese Witherspoon opening up about a past abusive relationship. More on what the actress revealed to Oprah.
You're watching 13 Action News live at midday. Join us for our next half hour.
Now, from Las Vegas, this is 13 Action News live at midday.
And happening right now in Action News live at midday, an update on that disturbing Facebook video many viewers sent our station showing child pornography who police now believe is behind that video.
Plus, why your kids could be at risk of hearing loss because of the music that they listen to.
All right, later on, if you love ice cream, and who doesn't, but hate those calories, we're going to tell you the company that is making it healthier for all of us to indulge.
But first, we do have some breaking news. Henderson police need your help finding this man who they say robbed a U.S. bank. Well, it happened last month on Boulder Highway, north of College. Police say that the man passed a note to the bank teller demanding money. The employee handed over an undisclosed amount of cash, and the suspect walked out of the bank. No one was injured. If you do have any information, you're asked to contact police.
All right, we're going to get to more headlines in just a second, but first let's pause, take a look at the weather forecast. It is Wednesday, Justin Bruce, and as I always like to say, that officially means we can start thinking about the weekend. Right?
Ooh, and 50% of the weekend looks pretty good.
Okay,
so
I'll take it.
We do have some details to iron out with respect to Saturday and Sunday. I wish we could take a moment and skip ahead to this ice cream story because you have gotten my attention.
See, you do like ice cream.
I like just about everything, but ice cream is way up on the top of the list. 7 degrees cooler outside right now in Las Vegas than it was this time yesterday. The perk, though, is that we have lost all of the wind that we were dealing with yesterday. So it's 61 degrees at McCarran. This time yesterday, it was in the upper 60s, but dare I say maybe it feels a little better outside right now than yesterday because of those calm conditions and all of the sunshine. Here's your planner. Noontime 66, 3 o'clock this afternoon 68, 6 p.m. after dark we're back down into the mid-60s and we'll quickly cool off to the 50s as early as 9 o'clock this evening. Looks like the winds will not be a concern. They stay under 5 or 10 miles per hour through the afternoon. I am tracking a round of stronger winds, but if you were watching yesterday, the timing of when the strongest winds get here has changed. We'll pinpoint those changes coming up in just a second.
All right, Justin, thank you. Now to a 13 Action News update on that disturbing Facebook video making its rounds on Facebook, showing what appears to be an underage girl performing a sexual act on an adult man. Well, Jermaine Moore, it turns out, is the man who police believe is the person responsible for that video. He is now behind bars. Investigators say the little girl is from the Detroit area. Police believe that Moore sexually assaulted young relatives in Detroit as well as in Alabama. The FBI executed a search warrant at his home. Right now they're trying to determine exactly when that video was shot.
There is some age to the video. We're trying to nail that time frame down. So obviously child victim ages that are being reported today, they have aged above maybe what we saw in that video.
Well, a lot of people shared this video on social media, including sending it to us here in an apparent attempt to try and locate the man seen in that video, leading authorities in several states to warn people that they could actually face charges for sharing and also possessing that video. Well, the undocumented immigrant suspected in the drunk driving crash that killed Colts player Edwin Jackson and an Uber driver has now been charged. Manuel O'Ray Solavia appeared in court this morning. Now, police say he was driving while intoxicated when he struck Jackson and the Uber driver, who were standing outside his car along the interstate. Well, the suspect was deported twice before, in 2007 and 2009. President Trump tweeted Tuesday on the fatal crash, calling it a preventable tragedy and saying it's another example of why the U.S. has to increase border security and also get tougher on illegal immigration.
Back here at home, right now the search is on for a gunman who continues to target homeless people downtown. Police are trying to locate this SUV that you see behind me here. They believe it's connected to those crimes. And in the past 9 days, 4 people have been killed. Police have stepped up patrols downtown. Local shelters tell us that they do have beds available, and more could be added to keep the homeless out of harm's way. The most recent shooting took place last week near the 95 and 14th Street. Of course, if you know anything, please call police. Well, some changes are coming to Mandalay Bay. The hotel plans to renumber its floors in light of the 1 October shooting. MGM Resorts has confirmed that they are renumbering floors 31 through 34. The 1 October gunman used a suite on the 32nd floor to open fire on concert goers across the street. Floors 31 through 34 will now become floors 56 through 59 to better align with the floors that are already numbered 60 to 62. Well, new at midday, Academy Award-winning actress Reese Witherspoon is revealing she was in a psychologically abusive relationship. She opened up in an interview with Oprah.
And ABC's Eva Pilgrim tells us how that experience shaped who she is now.
This morning, Reese Witherspoon opening up about a difficult past relationship.
What's the most difficult decision you've had to make to fulfill your destiny?
For me, probably leaving an abusive relationship.
Revealing in an interview with Oprah that she was once in a psychologically abusive relationship.
So a line got drawn in the sand and it got crossed and my brain just switched and I knew it was going to be very difficult, but I just couldn't go any further. But it was profound and I was young, really young.
The Legally Blonde star has quickly become one of the most prominent voices championing women in Hollywood as part of the Time's Up movement.
A lot of the feelings I've been having about anxiety, about being honest, the guilt for not speaking up earlier, or taking action.
She says it's her own experiences driving her to take action, beginning her own production house, Pacific Standard, in 2012 with the mission of telling women's stories.
Nothing's going to stop us, honey.
Including the critically acclaimed HBO miniseries Big Little Lies. Witherspoon sharing there wasn't a woman in the cast who hadn't been affected in some way by abuse.
Each one of us had very specific experiences. There was a range of experiences, but there wasn't a woman there that hadn't been affected by abuse. Not one of those women.
The Oscar winner saying she refused to be broken by her own past, instead finding her strength.
I'm a different person now, and it's part of the reason I can stand up and say, yes, I'm ambitious, and yes, because someone tried to take that from me.
Well, a warning this midday about the hidden danger of progressive hearing loss in children.
The World Health Organization estimates 1.1 billion young people are at risk for hearing loss because of earbuds. Audiologists say listening to music with earbuds at full volume longer than 5 minutes is unsafe, and the warning signs can be subtle.
The child is mishearing certain words, so it's not that they don't hear you, but maybe they seem to misunderstand exactly what you're saying, or they're having more difficulty hearing in a noisy setting when there's a lot of background noise or more than one speaker.
All right, so here are the 3 things to try and remember when you let your children use those headphones. First, if you could hear it, it is just too loud. That's simple. Also, try and keep the volume at around 50%. And also have your child take breaks to let their ears rest. Now, we have a complete list of ways to cap the volume on those devices. Just look for this story on our website at ktnv.com.
Well, still to come, John Castellamidis from the Review Journal is here, as he always is on Wednesday, and we're going to actually discuss the Steve Wynn misconduct allegations and if they could impact the entertainment over at the property here and really around the world.
And also right now, here's a live look at the New York Stock Exchange. You can see the Dow is up. Some good news there following this week's massive sell-off. Dow is up some 170 points.
Conditions over the next few afternoons essentially calm. Enjoy it while it lasts because it will turn breezy through the weekend. Stronger winds anticipated early next week. We'll time out what the impacts of next week's weather system will be. Who could see rain with the 7-day planner?
All right, we have some breaking news this midday. A judge has just ruled that all the documents from Metro's investigation of the 1 October shooting must be released within the next 30 days.
Yeah, the documents include all video evidence and body camera footage. This ruling excludes any information or video footage that specifically identifies the victims or gives out their personal information. So keep that in mind. But a lot of people have been wanting to see this video, and that will be released now, we've just learned.
Especially the video evidence from the police body cam footage. So we'll see what that, if anything, will tell us about the investigation. All right, Justin.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. We'll shift gears. We'll talk about our forecast, which looks great through the rest of the week. Your Wednesday, today, your Thursday, your Friday. A lot of sunshine, not much wind, and temperatures climbing into the mid-70s for the last couple of days of the week. Changes afoot as we slide into the weekend. A few more clouds on Saturday as the system brings a little snow to Utah and Colorado to start the weekend. Sunday looks dry, but then a chance of precipitation, some valley rain showers, some mountain snow showers late Monday into early Tuesday. This specific model that I'm showing you here on Futurecast, a little more wet than